Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Silver begins to wake up, but it's still a little groggy. Let's explore. That's a headline that's a little contrary to this particular headline from FX Empire that says it's silver weekly price forecast as silver markets explode to the upside. I'm not as optimistic, but we have seen a significant increase in the price of silver. In fact, it's nearing the $17 level. Let's take a look at where the markets are right now as they begin to close. It is now getting close. $16.72 for the ask price for the shiny bright metal here. It's almost a 5% increase, while gold has only got a 0.76% increase. So let's see exactly what this is about in terms of what's going on with the market here according to FX Empire. Silver markets have exploded to the upside during the week, initially pulling back, then smashing through the $16 level. That was the first sign of extensive bullish pressure. But the real fix was on Friday, when the market simply shot straight up in the air, gaining 4% pre-market. Ultimately, this is a market that is going to continue to look at the $17 level, an area that was previous support. This is an area that will attract a lot of attention, so therefore the author thinks at this point silver markets have proven themselves to be bullish. I'm not so sure. I think there's a little bit too early of celebration there. Now that we are here, it is likely, highly likely, that we will continue to see buyers try and take advantage of, quote, cheap silver. At the point in time, the candlestick looks extraordinarily strong and, of course, is being closed at the top of the range, so that is obviously a good sign. And this is technical analysis here. Likes the idea of going long precious metals, but quite frankly, silver is probably simply trying to play catch-up to the gold market. If that is going to be the case, then silver has a bright future ahead of it. However, silver is highly levered in the industrial sector as well, and therefore it is likely that in the silver market could get the occasional upset. But those upsets give us an opportunity to pick up silver, quote, on the cheap. I think the 16 level underneath should be rather supportive, and therefore I will be very quick to add to the position if we go lower. Having said all of that, gold is a much more solid investment as it is closer to the highs. And there you go. And in fact, I would not use the word investment there. For those of you familiar with my channel, know that I don't like that word with regards to the precious metals because they are money. Money, by its very nature, is what it is. It's not an investment. It's just money. And so you are essentially saving. I liken it more to an insurance policy than anything else. It's an insurance policy against the instability of the dollar and the economy. So that's one level here. But at least this was balanced towards the end because gold is a more stable, surely is a more stable preserver of wealth than silver. But silver is reacting today, for sure, especially today. But here's another take on it from Kitco. Says silver finally decides to join the gold party. And I wouldn't be so quick to say that either yet, even though I am excited to see silver make its move upward. But this commentary goes on and says, with the gold price breaking out of its month-long symmetrical triangle this week, silver has decided to join the gold party. As mentioned earlier column, silver equities have been telegraphing this move for the past month, and the metal finally received the message this week. Since the deflationary panic to cash ended in mid-March, the global silver miners ETF, SIL, has been rapidly closing in on its highest level in 3 years. Both SIL and junior silver stock ETF, SILJ, have participated in the sector strength, while both have outperformed silver, and SIL has dramatically outperformed the metal. Moreover, the most played silver junior stocks are up double digits this morning and have begun to catch up with the gold miners, which have already broken out of huge basing patterns. Many of the riskier juniors have form bullish inverse head and shoulder patterns. Again, more technical analysis, but I think at this point it's kind of important to kind of see from those who keep track of that level. And obviously the electronic markets are kind of what drives the spot price at this point. But nonetheless, it is so we'll see how this plays out, certainly. But it says throughout previous gold bull markets, along with this one, the higher risk silver and precious metal junior sectors have mostly traded in tandem while lagging the gold complex. Although this occurrence has frustrated resource speculators since the bear market in the junior space began in 2013, there have been more than a handful of junior success stories to keep them interested, but not fully committed. However, the patience of long-term speculators in this volatile arena is beginning to pay off, and despite the huge moves off major lows, there's still plenty of time to get into the sector before the real fireworks begin, if they begin. Once silver breaks out above long-term resistance at $20, the author expects the fear of missing out stage to begin, as we are still in the early stages of what I believe to be a new minor bull cycle. You know, there is some interesting psychology to that, and I believe there's a lot of truth to it, for sure. Silver has not reached the point where there is this FOMO aspect of it, like, oh, you better buy before, but all the buying still has reached a level of fever pitch, even when the prices went down in the spot, in the exchange traded market, electronic paper markets. People were a great demand for the metal, which caused those higher premiums. But now, as the actual spot price goes up, it gives even more credence to this sense of urgency to pick up the metal, even before supply chains are fully reformed again as we begin to recover from this crisis. Once the new floor has been created in silver, the junior sector will reward speculators who have accumulated long-term holding positions on weakness and quality companies before the metal has done so. Although the current move in the mining complex has become overextended, corrections will be short, and sharp buying opportunities in the GDX moves towards its ultimate impulse move target of $50. And so then it goes on and talks about where it is. Obviously, you have to look at where things are, and people get really excited when they start to see the price move upwards. But keep in mind, this metal, though beautiful, has been lackluster in performance. And as I said, the title of this video, Silver Begins to Wake Up, but it is still groggy. In other words, in fact, we're even not really where we were before this all started at $17, coming close to $18. When it comes past that period, then it'll be awake. And it will just be awake. It's not going to be jump out of your bed, run into work awake. It's going to be jump out of bed and get some coffee awake. And coffee is the order of the day, even without caffeine. You got to love coffee, and you got to love silver. But I don't think we should get our panties in a bunch about where the silver prices are going to be going. We don't know. We can only be cautiously optimistic at this point, because even as was mentioned in the earlier article, is it could dip backwards too, and we'll see how it plays out for sure. And if it does, don't be discouraged. I believe you go as steady as she goes with silver. You dollar cost average, and you buy more when the price is cheaper, and you buy less when the price is higher. But I believe that this movement that we're seeing today, let's again take a look at where the spot prices are. They are up, $16.73. It's getting closer to $17, but this is a sign that silver could go to these levels. And it could go higher, it could go lower, it could go back. If we take a look at where the market has been here, we can see here in green that it has started out just above 16, and it's made a move in the upwards direction. We'll see where it goes from here, but just a few days ago it was down in the mid-15s. So to see it move up, that more than $1, I think is encouraging for sure. But it has only been a couple of days since we started seeing these upward momentum in silver. It is a interesting and fascinating metal, and I believe it's a metal to watch out for, because make no mistake, silver has a lot more room to move up than gold has to move down and also up. In other words, I believe that gold is going to be, it can make some moves. More than likely, gold will probably move one way or the other in the coming weeks. I think silver more than likely will stay where it is or move up a little bit more. And there's a chance it could make some dips again, but I think there's a lot more headroom for silver to make a movement in the upwards direction. Silver, it is groggy, but it is there, and it is awake. And I think an awakened silver needs a cup of coffee. Hope you enjoyed this video. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate and share this video with all of your friends and family, grandmothers, great uncles and aunts, and toddlers around the world. Comment and subscribe.